I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Following a search that involved air and ground units, 2 men were arrested Wednesday in Palm Coast on charges related to a burglary on Brewster Lane. John Arking reports.
The manhunt at one point delayed the release of walking students from Indian Trails Middle School. 17-year-old Trenton Nix and 18-year-old Eric Hayes were charged with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance, grand theft over $300, and resisting arrest without violence. Hayes was also arrested on an active warrant from another county. The incident began after 2 young white males were seen dropping a widescreen television and then fleeing on foot before taking off in a car. At one point, 11 deputies were deployed to establish a perimeter, along with 2 canine units, plus the Flagler County Fireflight emergency helicopter. Within an hour and a half, both suspects were in custody. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
There's a new addition to Flagler County's Beach and Waterways Patrol. Rich Petchke explains.
In time for National Safe Boating Week, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office unveiled its new full-time Marine Beach Unit, which consists of a fully equipped Jeep Wrangler that's capable of driving on the beach and on most terrain that's impassable for regular patrol cars, as well as an airboat and traditional patrol boats. The new gear is dedicated to the memory of Captain Grady Prather, the 33-year veteran of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, who created and headed up the Sheriff's Office Marine Unit. Prather retired in 2008 and died 1 year later. His son Jason is also a Flagler County Sheriff's deputy. National Safe Boating Week runs through Friday. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Petchke.
Using aviation as a tool and conduit to help these kids in the healing process.
That's the goal of Teens in Flight. It helps teens from military families get their private pilot's license for free if they've had parents die or suffer serious injury while on active duty.
They don't pay a penny.
Retired U.S. Marine Corps Colonel Jack Howell is president and CEO of the nonprofit that's celebrating 10 years and can do so now in their new home at the Flagler County Executive Airport, thanks to a partnership with Daytona Aviation.
He believed in our mission, and, he got the good vibe. He gave me the space. I pay for the electricity, and then, of course, we share each other's aircraft.
Rick Lehman is the organization's director of fundraising.
That's what Teens in Flight is all about, is having a positive mentor and using something, in this case flying, that can teach them skills that will take them for the rest of their lives.
They cut the ribbon on their new digs Tuesday. A famous local landmark will celebrate 80 years next month. Marineland Dolphin Adventure first opened in 1938 and was the world's first oceanarium. It was inspired by a movie set that impressed Douglas Burden, who became the first president of the Marine Studios. Famous for its dolphin shows and underwater tanks, Marineland is also a place for scientists and conservationists to study sea life. A new shark and sand tiger shark just arrived, bringing in scientists from all over the world. Marineland will celebrate 80 years over the next 6 weeks, with festivities kicking off on May 31st with the reopening of the iconic arch at the front entrance on State Road A1A. On June 2nd, they'll host a screening of the trailer for the movie Bernie the Dolphin, which was filmed in part there. Other movies produced at Marineland will also be featured every Saturday in June. Marineland is also planning an updated museum highlighting the park's history. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.